Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can connect your login API and the login system. Yeah, now we are on business. So first of all, I just need to turn on the port forwarding. So I am using VS Code or Visual Studio internal port forwarding. Yeah, that was free, properly free. So just okay, that is started, and you can see there have something like visibility, and the visibility was private. I just need to make sure the visibility was public. Yeah, that is not a super duper secret something, so I can make it public. Then I just need to copy that link, the port forwarded address. However, I need to set that link on Telegram as mini app, so let's do that. Okay, you can see there have a lot of boot, but I just go on my app, so I can choose a boot. For using that, you can see there have Red Kingdom clone boot. I use that, and I guess that is the same port that already save it here. So I can just click that link, so that will be open my port forwarded address, and I can see live preview on the Telegram as mini app. Yeah, that is awesome. Now what I need to do, basically, when a user come, you can see there have a login scan where we can uh, where we show a loading. So we just do there have that page loading. So basically in this page user need to wait 2 seconds, that is 2000 millisecond. So in that 2 second we will ensure that we send a request to our server, so that create an instance in our server that user is come in our mini app, and we will ensure that that user is registered on our database. Yeah, now when he click next, there is a automatic generated text that is not actually check the year, and basically in Telegram that there are not have any way to check the absolutely how long you create that account. That is a mathematical calculation, but I don't know how they do that. However, now that is a that is also working thing, because when you have the username it's still like that, and if you don't have the username it's still something else. Then when you come on this page here, you need to join the channel that should be saved on the setting in our server. Yeah, that is the setting here, that your link will be saved, and the channel, Telegram channel here, this channel will be sensible. Now when you user click next, then this time we will make a request, batch request, and we will ensure that the is newcomer is now false, because the user is already fill up that or check that thing. Okay, that's great. Now what we need to do, we just in this video we just need to do in this video we just do uh, a API call on loading page, so that should be check is that user instance is already exist or not, this kind of something. So for doing that, we have already the React Redux toolkit. Yeah, there have already, and there have a API, that is a base API. Okay, so there I have already declared a variable that is base API, and here I just need to make or create a API. Create API. Please ensure that the create API will be importing from React Redux toolkit query, then React, this one, second one. Now here I just need to make a object, and the object, that is an option as the tilk. So there have something like reducer path, so I just make it API, and then there have a endpoint, not that, this one, there have endpoint, and last one there I need to set a base query. Okay, fetch base query, and then here I can set up a base URL, then credential, then something like PPR header, and this kind of something. So we must mostly use the PPR header. so we can validate, we can send the code or JWT token. The endpoint is something like, okay, we are not writing any endpoint here because for that we separately create another file. The base URL is currently this, that is, so base URL is I use the base URL on .env. So when you change that server URL, that should be automatically changed on that base API file. So for using that, I just do something, a condition, and the condition is something like if import dot meta, is that import or meta, I forget, yeah, import dot meta, then env, and then dev. If that is on dev mode, then please use that localhost. Okay, I just create two new database here, void local server, and that is the link control. Okay, I have copied that, and then void live live server. That is for now I just make it same, but in future we will change that. Now we need to declare a type so we can use the TypeScript functionality. Okay, I just duplicate this because we have two key. Okay, one is live and another one is local, another one is live. Okay, now that is import dot meta dot env dot local server. Another one is import dot meta dot env dot void live server. Okay, now here what I need to do, I just export export our types. Okay, I just need to see the documentation. Okay, so here I see there I don't need to export anything like I types or something. So I have already exported the type on store, so I just need to export that base API, export default base API. Great, now I need to import that here. So the key is API that we have sent on reducer path, and the value is base API dot the reducer. And if you don't know the exactly the reducer path or API is that is API, in your case you can use something else, so you just need to come on the base API and you can see the reducer path is API. Okay, now we need to create a file. I create that because I like to use a well organized folder structure, so I create a file inside API that is authentication, and here I just create a file that is what should be that is login or yeah user info, because all user info is inside the authentication system, like the user info and the login, admin login, is kind of something. So I create a folder file that is user info and the user info API, that is the full file name, and then tsx because we will use that on a tsx file. So then constant, and that is user info API, then base API dot injected endpoint, and here what should be the endpoint. Okay, we just need to write the endpoint, and the endpoint is builder, and then the builder should be like that. Then we will create a API that is something like login. So in case that the API conversion something a function, then builder dot, that is a mutation because I'm doing a post request. Then here I just need to pass the query, and inside the query, what I need to do inside the query, I just need to make a object that is an argument because it takes some argument, and then we will, okay, I think I missed something, so that will be return a action. So I just need to make it like that. Then URL, the path of API, then here should be the body is the argument, and then the method, the API method, that is a post request, and then cache should be no cache, yeah, no cache. Okay, I don't need to define that. However, now I need to export that login. Yeah, login, I can make something like login for user. Now I need to export that, export constant, then a login for user, then user info API dot endpoint, yeah, the endpoint, that's endpoint. Here we need, I think, note that I doing something mistake, that is use user login info user mutation, this thing. Now I getting warning. I just ignore that warning, cut that. Then what I need to do, I need to use that on that Spanish page, and here I get a data. The data is like, okay, what data I need for do a user login. I need to check that. I think I just need, okay, I need username, and then tgid, int, a lot of things, so I can easily see what I need from my post map, because I use that API on my post map. Okay, here I will log in or create a user. Yeah, in the body you can see here I need a lot of things. Just copy L, then go on your code and create a variable that is user, and then paste it. That's it. Now I need to override that information like name, username, tcid, refer by. I don't need to pass the refer, yeah, I need to pass. Okay, now constant, here I get that name from web app dot the user info, that is int data unsave, yeah, int data unsave, then the user, then name, first name, and additionally last name. First name is required for creating when a user want to create his Telegram account, and the last name is not required. So if last name is if the user have last name, then just paste put it, otherwise ignore. So I make the system like that. Now here I need to change that is a last name. Last name, where is the last name? Is there have any last name? Yeah, that is the last name. Also that is last name. Last name. What's wrong with you, man? Oh, that is not an undefined thing, that is of course a paste thing. Yeah. Now the okay, now the username web app dot int data unsave dot user dot username, then tzid id, then int data, okay, in above. Now here that is refer by, that is not refer by, that is bottom one, and that is the start, not that start param, and then I don't need to pass the label gold. Okay, now here in above I need to declare the mutation that I have just created. Use login for user mutation. Now here I need to create a trigger instance, trigger instance, then data, then status. Now here I need to do a call, so I make a use effect, then that use effect will call when that app is create, when the user just open the app. Then constant, I make a function constant unsubscribe and subscribe. I don't know the subscribe, I think the subscribe, there is a spelling is mistake, that is not a big deal. Then make a function, in the function I just call the trigger instance, and here as argument I pass the user. Okay, now here I just call unsubscribe. Okay, now there have something like a status, so I also need to use that status. So for using that, that will be called when the status is changed every time. Now if the status is pending, okay, pending, if the status is pending, then I show the loading skin. Okay, I think that cannot return anything. Yeah, that cannot return anything. So if that is pending, so you need to ensure I can make a use state. So that is loading, set loading. That is pretty complex if you are a new or beginner. Then if that is pending, then I set that as true. Okay, now please show that loading scan when you are at true. Okay, no, not that, when loading is true, not you. Then else, one is pending, then another one is fulfilled, I guess, and third one is rejected. Okay, then else if then that is fulfilled, full full, field, filled, fuiled. Okay, I just change that pending to fulfilled. Now if that is fulfilled, make the loading scan as false, and please do navigate from this page to another page that is newcomer. Okay, then what I need to do, then the rejected, last one is rejected. Else if none of them, not only none of them, else if that status is equal rejected, then please make something like rejected, and another one is true. Rejected, and set rejected true. Then last one is the I need a message. So for showing that message, I just go on this UI and copy a message template and notification of toast, toast, and that is error toast. Where is the error toast? They are not having error toast. Like, I guess I have seen something here, so I can find out. Try to find out. That is a alert. Yeah, that's have on alert. There is a error, so I can copy that, and then I can paste here as a div. Oh no, I don't need that as div because they have already that div. Okay, the error is request something went wrong, because we will not tell the user what exactly happened. So then here in rejected, I said that as rejected true, but initially that is false. So also here I can make another condition that is if hidden is rejected. Yeah, now there have a data that I have not used. So let's do a test. So I just cut it, and then what I do, I don't want to go from here to another page for now, because I need to test that. So I make a console log that is created here, created, and above of this use effect I make a console log where I show the status, and then above here, okay, here I can make another console log that is data. Now I just simply open that direct link and open the terminal or the dev tool. Okay, that is still loading. Yeah, you can see there have error. Why that error is happening? That because I am not set that base API as middleware in store. So here I need to set a middleware, that is the middleware, and the middleware give me a argument that is get default middleware, middlewires, and then get default middlewires, then concat, and in the concat I just need to set the base API dot middleware. I guess I do anything wrong. Yeah, I think I am correct. I did that wrong. That is I need to check the documentation one more time. So there have, okay, that is get middleware, that is same, pretty same. Okay, I don't need to use that. Yeah, this time that is correct, and you can see something went wrong. Okay, and that is not hidden as well, because I am not hide that progress bar. So set loading is false because I already get a response. Okay, I have that. So you can see that is not made the request. So I need to, I just refresh that page, and I'm see something went wrong. So okay, the 3030 is not found because that is not the base API is not absolutely 3030. What is the base API? That is error this page. Okay, uh, you know, and I am also both know our app or mainly API running on API slash version 1 this route. So I said here, I have said here the absolutely the domain, just domain, nothing more. So I need to paste here that. Okay, now if I refresh that page here just for one time, and still I guess I am getting an error. Yeah, 3030. Okay, because I am not here paste the path. Okay, what should be the path? The path in on our route, and here have the user, and that is the path is login. So I just need to write that path here, and that is login. Then I need to refresh that. What's wrong with you, man? Okay, change it from here, and then directly go on env, and here paste it, and refresh it, and again it's tells me 404 not found. But why, man? Why are you telling that? Because I know I have set it API 404. Let me see what API, then user. I missed that user. Yeah, here I need to type that user manually. Then just refresh that page, and you can see again I error, and this time that API version 1 user login, API version 1 user login bad request. That is a bad request because our API is rejected, and you can see TZID duplicate key because our user is already created. So which database I am using, I am forget. So I need to check which database I am using. Yeah, I am using the development database. This, just refresh it, and I can see something like a rat and then user, and in the user there have the there have that user already. So what I need to do, I just need to delete that. I just need to delete that user, and there have three things. One is username, and you just need to delete that user name as required. That is not a required thing. It is not a required thing because every user not have the username. Refresh, then just delete that username, drop it, refresh it, delete that, send restart the server once again, and wait a bit for restarting, then refresh it, and IMC that is again created, and that should be unique. But who give you that permission? I don't want that as unique. Okay, for make it unique, I must be need that as true. So that's why that's happening, and automatically come back, drop it, then restart the server once again and test it. Okay, refresh it, then you can see that is not created once again. Now I just need to see is that request is successful or no. So I'm see the TGID. Okay, I'm not deleted that user. Okay, just delete that and then delete that also, then refresh it. Okay, in the next line there is the first API, that is error. In the second API you can see that user is created, and that is the first request, and above one is second request. Okay, we are currently we are getting a token, and if we record that we will get that payload information. Now we need to store that token, but that is not doing any anything like move from this page to another page or this kind of something. So we need to navigate from that loading page. So for navigating, I think as I know there have Telegram have something. Okay, Telegram not have anything for navigating, so I just use the old method. Okay, now what I need to do, you can see I am already on that newcomer page. Okay, now I just need to store that data that I am getting on the response. So before navigating I need to store that data. So for storing that, there have a something like web app, then cloud storage, and there have set item, get item. So I need to set that item as the key is token and the value is data, then data, that's it. Yeah, the value is in the response, you can see value is data, that is our variable, and then data is the key on the response. Okay, now I just uncomment that code, and then from our server I just delete that data, then go the app and refresh it, cut it, and then again open the app, then refresh it, and you can see that is data. And in the network, there is the network tab. I'm on network tab. In the memory or application, yeah, an application, there have not have the token. Okay, I don't know how is the token. Yeah, that is the token. That's save on cookie. If you don't trust me, just that is first letter is CD CF, or I can copy that and go on jwt.io and then just decode it. Hello, invalid signature. I don't want to verify that. I want to see the value, brother. What's wrong? Copy that, paste here. Okay, and that is our data. And what we can do, copy that and then paste here, and you can see that is the data. And that is also start is cy, and in application that is start from where I don't know. So I don't know where that cloud storage and where that is saved. I can why I can't see that. So currently I am on the ace page. Yeah, I am on a premium user page, premium page. So I need to do a console log, and then web app, then cloud storage, and then okay, then get item, and then there is token that I want to get, and here I just need to do a console log, and you can see I get a request, a result, and in that result have the token. Wow, that is a super duper security level. Okay, now if I cart that app, mini app, and then again open it, then what happened? That I am on the page, and you can see that result is again. That means that is working perfectly. Now we need to do something like in the base API. Is that on base API or something? I forget. Now here I can send something like, not from here, maybe that is on above here. Here I can prepare the header. So if you don't know how to prepare the header, so there have two things, one is header and another one is API. So in the header I can set something like authorization, or I can set a value that is the name, that is authorization, and in the value I can set the token that have on our web app, then the cloud storage. So that is the next video that we are going to see how to do that, and how to access the protected content that will be only unlocked if you are a authorized user. So stay tuned for that, and goodbye.